Good evening. Welcome to the first race highlighting the winter tournament flags. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Rhino Hero, formerly known as Magic Friends. How you doing, Rhino?
Hello, friends. How are you all doing today? It's good to see you back getting prepped for our winter tournament series. A little all boards, some boards.
Yeah.
What's going on here, Tracy?
Well, okay, so the first thing I want to draw everybody's attention to is the tracker. Third thing down. What is that thing showing up there in the third slot what is
It's a
that?
it's a bomb. We can pick up bombs in this game, right?
Yeah, right, absolutely. Um, to the point, we have asked shout outs to T Sigma for making this happen. We've been talking about it for a while, but then it's like, we need to have this happen now. We got a bombs plus, so no longer are we going to have to answer the question, why do we have a sword mark when this is swordless? No, we're going to have bombs plus.
Well, very quickly, we've got a lot of information. So that was the Wood Sword Cave. So this is going to be a swordless tournament coming up. And also, Chester has just shown us his HUD, and he has a lot of Triforces already.
Yep, that's right. I didn't see which Triforces he has, but
I think I saw 1 and 2, but I didn't. My brain wasn't fast enough to catch the other ones.
Yeah, hopefully, Freedom Fighter or tracker. I got 1 and 2, 3, and 5. I think if I have my Triforces correct, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Hopefully, everybody has looked at the flags and the fact that we have starting with 4 Triforces. But yeah, so we're going to start with 4 Triforces. Important is to get first quest Overworld, swordless, vanilla HP enemies. We're going to always be starting on the blue candle string, which today is on the start screen, which is the normal start screen. So it kind of looked like we're just starting on the start screen. Nope. That is not the case. No guarantee of anything in any locations. The last All Boards No Swords tournament had the red candle as the white sword. That had mixed results, especially on the occasion when the red candle ended up being blocked, which was never very fun. So this time we're just not gonna have it there. But also, having played a little bit of swordless myself, oh my god, 40 rupees for this mid secret. That's awesome.
Well, that's nice because it gives them the chance to maybe buy bombs out of a shop because the blue Octoroks are not being very friendly with dropping them.
They aren't. But the opportunity to go into a cave and find your red candle, or not into the opportunity to go into a dungeon and find your stuff, your red candle just sitting there.
We do see that the small secret today is 5, so kind of balancing out the large a little bit. So we do also have, it means that in this, we're going to be expecting you to go into dungeons and just go get the stuff out of the dungeons and hurry around the map to find them, which means a lot of careful management of your resources. Now, not much careful management of our money right now, as both of our runners on screen have $150, but...
Yeah, that's a lot of money very early on. And that is a potion shop for Chester. We haven't found any dungeons yet. Hey, Chester got a bomb.
Yes.
And hopefully everything's okay with Special K here. There we get his screen back. Special K is one of our players that has a tendency to take that blue candle even if it isn't swordless, so. There we go. 8 bombs for CJ.
Now, there's going to be a couple of flag sets in this tournament. So currently we're using the Swiss flags. The flags will, as tradition with All Boards No Swords, they do get a little bit progressively harder as you go. And as we talk about the flags, Chester found level 6 down in the southwest corner.
Yeah, 6. We are not using unsword shape, so this is going to be your traditional 6, where it's going to be big and bad and ugly, and maybe not where you want to be necessarily. But we'll see what the enemy said. Is we do know that the Wizrobes are on the Overworld, which is kind of nice and swordless. It does mean we also have Gurias on the overworld, which is not as great. The unfortunate thing is we will still have dark nuts in the dungeons, and it is possible that you might have to do some really nasty blue dark nut bombing just to get your wand. Or your ladder to get a wand, as we have just seen where the wand is today.
Okay, $9 bombs, that's nice.
Not terrible. Pretty good.
Unfortunately, this 6 looks like you're going to need a lot of combat to get through here, because there's already a Gleeok and a Patra. And the only way to kill those is with the wand in this.
Yep, no shortcuts on those guys. Jester's trying to set this up to get this in one go. Especially if he finds level 2.
Yeah, over near the armor spots.
Heart container for CJ. He's gonna be happy to have that. There's a Triforce immediately in level 2, but we have that Triforce. Could use it as a refill later if we want.
Hey!
Oh, red candle on the floor in level 2. That's huge.
All right, Switch's got some permanent combat going.
Yep. And that is the kind of thing I was talking about with the notion of the red candle not being in the cave, because now he's got it already. CJ making his way pretty well through this level 6. Unfortunately, finds a transport instead of the item. And this room, yeah, this is not a good room without repeatable offense. So CJ looks like he's going to leave.
Well, this should be, as long as Special K can navigate this, he should be able to check 2 of the last 3. Nope, don't go there. 2 of the last 3 Armos locations.
Yeah, as long as he can get off this screen.
I don't know
Scary.
if he can get off the next screen.
I don't think I would have come up to that screen until I've done the Armos checks. That's scary. It's a scary spot. CJ finds level 1. It would be really big for him if he found a ladder here. Oh,
hey, we made it.
We're not doing any more of this level 1. Last, we can go down. We have the not enough keys to do anything really here. Yeah, this is
silver arrows.
Very, very key blocked.
Silvers are on the overworld.
All right. I imagine CJ probably gets over there relatively soon. Maybe I don't blame him for. I tend to do this where I prioritize the. We're able to pirouette, so that's good.
This is not a one that you want to be in with a blue candle and some bombs.
Yeah, you need a wand really for that one. So, one thing that I don't know that's been my understanding, and I might check with Fred on this, but I have it on good authority, especially defense level 3. It turns out like the Pole's voice aren't even in logic until you get a wand, bow or no bow. So this is very wand block, this level 1.
That's interesting. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that technically you can't be guaranteed to have arrows because you might not have enough money.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. All right, this might be the item for Special K in level 3.
Ooh, or segmento.
We could have a segmented 3. Yeah, I figure, when you have these, when you have the Triforces for the lower dungeons, kind of a double-edged sword. Like, you still want to do them because they're small, but if they have nothing, it's still a waste of time. Oh, that's an interesting map.
Yeah, especially when you're looking at level 1. That level 1's got a ton of combat, but it's also got the easiest accessible items. So
yeah,
hence why you saw CJ kind of stick around and try to find a path through, because it could just be a wand on the floor in his mind.
Wand, red candle, bow, any of those things. And the worst enemy in Swordless for Special K, Tridongos.
Minus 6 bombs. The enemy.
Yeah. Yep, 6 bombs, and they respawn.
So CJ has the information now that he's got to get to the coast to find his armor item. Still just trying to manipulate some bombs out of these Octoroks. Whereas Special K's, maybe this pushes?
It could.
Guess not.
It didn't, but it could have.
But we do have second quest rooms on for this part.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time a tournament was played without second quest. Actually, I mean, you know, for the first tournament I paid attention to was 2022, and that had second quest rooms. I've not seen a tournament played without it since then, so it's kind of become the standard. CJ making sure he doesn't get hit by these whiz ropes. 4 hearts damage on those beams. Alright, we're gonna go to the segment. Because better that than wasting 6 bombs on Dodongos just to find out that that it isn't a required spot.
Oh, okay, level 9. That's not even a push block because of the shutter door there. So
yeah, if it pushes, it'll just be for the door.
So right now we're still looking for 4, 7, and 8.
Mm-hmm.
We technically don't need to find 5, but we haven't found that yet either.
Yeah, and what's interesting with the way the flags are set up currently is if we do get a recorder, it could show us where those other dungeons are. The ones that we have the Triforce for. Yeah, CJ doesn't know it, but if he were to prioritize the Armos, he would be very happy because his red candle is very close to that.
Yeah, but he needs both. Probably needs both of those items because of how he's going to need to do some combat to get the ladder, unless magically the ladder is our white sword item.
If ladder ends up being the white sword item, that actually would be really good for CJ because he's already got 6 hearts to pick it up, but he'd have to find it. Which right now may not happen anytime soon.
So it looks like Special K there was a dungeon over this way, I believe, right?
Yeah, level 6 was in the bottom left. So he's going to find his way over there. He might be able to make a little more progress in there with that red candle.
If anything, the longer this red candle difference exists, the more that Special K just gains a little bit of time on gesture.
Yeah, and CJ is one of the best in this mode. He was a finalist, losing out to eventual winner Crystal Saber in the last tournament in 4 games. So we're going to kill this Gibdo with bombs because the game basically said, no, you're not going to be able to do this without bombs because the Gibdo was the final enemy.
He's going to find this transport here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he didn't get that first clip all the way in, because it's much easier to clip when you have literally anything on one of your buttons. We're never going to have something in our A button. And of course, once you use that blue candle once, you lose the ability to...
Yes, chat, these are Swordless flags. This is the flag set that we'll be using for the Swiss rounds. We're likely to be using for the Swiss rounds of the upcoming tournament in the wintertime.
Yeah, there's still some hope that there is a couple things that we would like to see added to the randomizer that are currently not available, that Fred hopefully is working on. May or may not happen before the tournament starts, though, so we don't really want to talk about those unless they actually happen. So CJ pretty much doing all the same things as Special K did, and I don't think he's going to want to spend those bombs any more than Special K did, so we're going to up A and get back to start and do some things over there.
Yeah, even though bombs are not expensive, we have a lot of money, there's so much. The resources can get very low very quickly in these seeds when you start just throwing money at the wall. And with keys, and especially another drawback of having those first couple of dungeons marked off already is the 2 and 3 tend to be the dungeons you get a lot of keys out of.
Yeah.
So not wanting to go in them means you're not going to have that extra plethora of keys.
All right, this Any Road set is going to be good for CJ. It's going to get him close to the Armos items. He's going to... Interesting that he's retrying out of them. I did not expect that. Yes, that gets him his bomb back, but it would... Funny enough, I would have retried out of the heart and come back for it later, but it's chest jerk, so he's not retrying out of any hearts. But yeah, I would have wanted to get over to that Armos area, which is where the Any Road took him. And he's gonna go back. Oh, you know what? I bet he's gonna do the Dodongos. He's got exactly 6 bombs, which is exactly enough to do it. And then if this is nothing, he'll reset. Which is actually really, really good play.
I see what you're talking about. That's pretty smart. Like, you have to find ways to be creative and conserve your resources in these scenes.
Yes.
If they ever face us...
Well done. It's the Triforce, too. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that. Ooh,
no, that's the staircase he wants.
Oh my god, if this is the ladder, that would be so huge. It's the red ring, we take that!
We're just gonna go fast. There we go.
Yeah, it's... I mean, with the Wizrobe Overworld, you gotta take that. You gotta take that.
It also means he's done with that 3, so he doesn't have to go back there. He's already got the Triforce.
I'm gonna reset to get back to the 0 count, but that's okay. We still have a lot of stuff to do with the candle.
That will increase his speed now, though, because he's just gonna walk through everything.
Yep. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure he had seen a bomb shop, but he has, so this is fine.
I don't think we've seen a key shop, though, have we?
I cannot say for sure. I don't recall. But if you say we didn't see one, I'm going to guess we haven't seen one.
Special Clay is getting a little bit deeper in this 6, just by the ability to kill the Gibdos without having to bounce in and out of rooms.
Yep. Well, and yeah, and not having to use your bombs in the Gibdos. I mean, they drop bombs, but, you know, obviously you can't rely on that.
I think he was actually trying to get a count going there. That seemed like he was intentionally trying to kill the Gibdo before the Tektite there on Special K side. Hey, Chest Jerk found level 4.
Level 4 is nice. We're going to be able to pirouette that door, but it looks like he wants to at least go... We're not going to be able to pirouette that door. So we're going to up A. Yeah, the one thing that could really help CJ is if he finds that ladder before he gets to the coast. And just is able to pick up the wand. And level 5!
So we're only missing the 2 big ones right now, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Special K found a ladder block in 6, so unless we can find a workaround to that, possibly bombing to the left from here, then this 6 is going to be ladder blocked and not our answer.
Yeah, CJ is going to go ahead and leave at level 5. At some point, you just got to start thinking about the Armos and trying to prioritize. There's level 7!
Wow, they're all kind of centrally located
like
today.
3 dungeons right here. Yeah, maybe we're not going to do that right now. Yeah, one key. And we're going to go back and forth. Yeah, I like the way he did this, where he checked those bushes and then was able to pirouette that door basically for free. Yeah, that's a hard wand block. A hard combat block, we'll just call it. Because even if it is that we need wand logically, it really in the end doesn't matter, other than the wand will not be beyond that. But we know where the wand is, so that's kind of irrelevant. I think what we're going to see from CJ is to check these coast spots and then work his way up towards the Armos, which means he's going to get into that level 2, which means he should get his red candle pretty soon.
Even if he doesn't get the red candle, he's going to have his knowledge and he's going to have his silvers.
Yeah, and as chat says, the ladder is not going to be beyond that Pole's voice room in level 5. But something else good could be there. Pole's voice are always vulnerable to wand if you to answer that question in chat.
There we go, $95 keys over near the coast.
Ew. I mean, ew, that's not great. And when it's 95, you don't know if it's a discount on the expensive key or the cheap version of the.
Right.
Yeah. So that's that spot where Vanilla 8 is. It wasn't any road, and if I were CJ, I would actually open that up and run through the any roads, and then you don't have to waste a bomb to reopen the one that's right next to your start screen. Hello, red candle. Goodbye, level. Okay, we're gonna stay in level 2. I think this might be to get keys.
Yeah,
there's no other reasons to be
just
here.
to like see if you can find keys in a couple doors.
I mean, CJ, he probably also wants the heart, but the keys are really valuable right now. I also like picking up the compass here so you know the rooms that you don't have to clear for the Triforce. Alright, we're leaving now.
It seems like, no reason to pick up the compass because we're not sticking around.
If we're not sticking around, then we don't care anymore. CJ will get his silvers shortly.
This 6 is not proving to be fruitful for Special K, and he's dug out a good chunk of it. But he's making more progress, so really just needs to have this result in anything. Like it could be the bow, it could be some overworld movement.
He might be looks like he's close to the Triforce. At least getting the Triforce would oh no. This is doable because that blue Tektite should get down low enough so he can go ahead and clear this room and get back out. But he can't actually get across, and it might be that he has to go. This might be the only way to get to that room. He is coming out of here with 5 keys. And you know what? That red ring just paid off greatly for Chester, because he wasn't making it off that screen the way he... I mean, he would have been more careful if he didn't have the red ring, but he's able to just tank damage. So he's got his silvers. Alright, so Swordless is... not figure out what item. The item you need is the wand.
That's also not a fun room, but okay. Special K has the first Triforce that we haven't picked up yet, and CJ finds the White Sword item.
White Sword item is the Bombs Plus. So hey, we get to mark a Bombs Plus finally. But yeah, to answer this comment in chat, we need the wand to damage Ganon. We need the bow and silvers, just like always. And we need whatever blocks the dungeons that we don't have Triforces for.
One of the nice things Fred was able to do a couple of years ago was make it so that the wand could damage Ganon. Which means that we do just finish the race like a normal race, where we kill Ganon, then we go find the princess in the castle. So it plays exactly the same. You just use the wand. You just don't have an A button.
Right, exactly. And to answer chat, the Bombs Plus is just basically, it replaces the White Sword and the Magic Sword, and just gives you an extra 2. And in this case, the Bombs Plus is the White Sword item, funny enough. But yeah, the old way of doing Swordless was when you got into level 9, the room with the old man would have a sword behind the old man. And so at the end of the game, you'd get a wood sword. But this is more interesting because you got to find an extra item.
Yeah, between the upgrades from the White Sword and the Master Sword, plus your other... that's another reason why both these runners are holding on to their gold, because one of the most valuable things in Swordless is the purchasable bomb upgrades,
Yes.
which can be up to 6 extra. So in a perfect seed, you can end up, I think, at 24 bombs.
Yeah, if it's +6 and you get both bomb upgrades. And in the Swiss rounds, we've put the magic sword bombs to 10. So in the Swiss rounds, it'll be 10 to pick up the magic sword bombs for the +2. When we move on to brackets, it's going to be 10 to 12, and when we get to the final 8, it's going to be the normal 10 to 14. But just to make it a little more accessible for newer players, we wanted to make the now that is a setting that we can manipulate. We wanted to make the magic sword bombs more readily available.
Our tracker today, Freedom Fighter, pointing out that we have become so lucky to have $91 cheap quote unquote keys.
So it's kind of irrelevant. One of them's there's an expensive cheap key and a cheap expensive key, and they both kind of suck in terms of their price.
Oh, you're not going to move, bats. Come on. Yeah, Special K is going to get trapped in that room and have to back out.
All right, CJ, I think, wants to find level 8 and get his overworld done to see if he... Partially just to find level 8, it's a Triforce we need, but also partially because... And he's going to buy a key, I like this. But also partially to find out, do we need an overworld blocking item?
Yeah, especially since the easy dungeons to get items out of are ones we don't have to do. It makes sense for him to just prioritize. I think what he's definitely prioritizing is that 8 is the only place where he could use all 3 items out of it. Both items and the Triforce. So to him, that's a spot that just doesn't exist anywhere else.
Alright, buying bait. A choice. Might need it. I think we haven't seen all the large secrets yet, so there's plenty of money to be had, and that's probably what he's thinking. Buy it now, so I can start picking up money again. Alright, is this the item out of 6 for Special K? It is. It is a heart.
Now, is that the Coast Heart?
It is the Coast Heart. Because we do not have Heart Shuffle on.
Ooh, that is not happy for Special K. That was a very long dig to get.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, CJ had been happy with it. Actually, in all seriousness, I'm not sure he'd be that thrilled, but he would act thrilled because that's his thing. Get all the hearts.
He would definitely have a bit of a toad in his gotta have heart.
Yeah, Alright, Special K finds level 1. He's not going to be able to do... We might be able to do a little bit more, but I think there were Pole's voice, and... Yeah, you can't do this room unless the Stalfos is the primary enemy there. Wow. And I'm not sure it's worth finding out. This is pretty slow. I mean, you couldn't bomb the Dark Nut. You get 2 bombs.
That's 3!
Baby! There's level 8. Okay, so no block dungeons. If we need a record, if we find the recorder, oh, he's able to do it. And it's the heart. We want to...
So Chestrick knows that the raft, the power bracelet, the recorder, those are not necessary. Has Chestrick found all the dungeons, right? Yes.
Yep, that's his last dungeon. So, I mean, the recorder could still be required for a dig dogger, so we can't quite ignore that. We saw one right away in level, what was it, 7?
Level 6.
It was like, it wasn't, it was just, it was the dungeon, it was 7. It was right where,
oh no, yeah, you're right, it was
in that little corridor where we had 3 dungeons. But it would only be if that's the Triforce. So. Nice job with those bombs by Special K. Now, it does have enough keys to go further. It's going to get an item out of here. Ooh,
that's
it's the ladder.
one.
That's huge. So when does CJ get back to that, I wonder? If he gets an any key, or even just enough keys to be able to do things, he might prioritize that sooner rather than later, because it is 2 items. And he knows, yeah, obviously he knows where all the things are, so...
Well, I don't know if I like... Special K just left one without trying to find the second item while I was there. And it's not it's easy enough to get back to that one.
Ooh, this is a nice find for CJ. That recorder now lets him get anywhere he wants it. Actually, it's literally going to get him to any dungeon he wants, because 4 and 7 that he has to do are right next to 5 that he has to Triforce for.
And he's probably not leaving here without the Triforce.
No, we already saw it. Yeah, he's definitely... I mean, if he forgets that, if he doesn't pick up the Triforce, it's a mistake. Not that, not that that's never happened before to anyone. Just gonna go ahead and World Wrap, pick up the wand. Exactly what he should be doing. You can do, CJ. You're gonna leave those bombs. See, and what's really interesting here for CJ is he could just grab this Triforce, leave, and now he can come back anytime he wants. In fact, that's what I would do. I would grab the Triforce, leave, and then come back. CJ, grab the Triforce. Always gonna just double check that this isn't a bomb hole. But yeah, you grab the Triforce, you leave, and then you have the recorder to come back if you need to. You're just gonna go ahead and do a little more exploration.
The enemy set in here isn't too terrible either.
No, moblins are easy to kill with a candle, so it's not bad. And there's a lot of blue ones. Yeah, there's so many blue ones that you can't help but to get oh, this is why. This is what we wanted. We wanted to kill this guy. All right, Special K finds level 7. And is able to get past this ladder block that we couldn't do anything with. There's a heart for CJ. You'll take that.
He's only one away from the Master Sword bomb upgrade.
Did we do too much Link to the Past?
I don't know what that sword's called anymore.
Yeah, of course, obviously the magic sword. Now, I'm teasing because during the mentor tournament this past summer, I was Rhino's mentor. He was my mentee, and so...
mentee was a loose term, as I did not win very many games in that tournament.
Yeah, we'll work on that for next year. You get 2 tries on the mentor tournament. So.
Ooh. Well, the other nice thing is he knows where the Triforce is. He already grabbed the heart, which is, for him, is helpful because of that white Master Sword upgrade. Yeah. So he's just looking for any quick ways to push block.
Have we seen the magic sword? Because I don't think there's any... Yeah, I don't think he's going to find the magic sword bombs because there's no reason to even look. Oh, that's not a room that CJ can do. Special K could do it.
Crota King, it is all boards, some boards, no swords. We are starting with the 4 Triforces that Chester currently has, and we will not have a sword for this race, so Special K has the best weapon that he can have, which is the wand.
There's got to be a degree of mental instability if you enjoy randomizers. I will neither confirm nor deny that statement.
I also will neither confirm nor confirm that statement.
All right, CJ, we're going to grab the Triforce this time? Yes, we're going to grab the Triforce this time. Okay, so ideally, CJ goes back to 1 to go get his ladder so he can go get his wand. We'll see if that's what he does. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a save in here somewhere. He's found all his dungeons, so he can just do whatever he wants. Okay, this is recording to 1. This is, in fact, recording to 1. We're going to go into 1, and he's going to be very happy he did. Okay, we're not going to 1. Why would... Where are we going if we're not going to 1?
Is he going back to 6?
Go to 6, yeah. It looks like 6. I mean, it makes sense, because 6 has got a Triforce you need.
Yeah, but if he ends up spending the same amount of time that Special K does in the 6, then well, he's not going to be happy.
Here we go, level 6. We'll see. Now I don't know if he digs the heart out, just because he's going to get to the compass was fairly easy to find once you had repeatable offense. So he's going to head up that way. He's not going to have a map. We never did get a map out of this dungeon.
No, but the heart is also because of the staircase item. There's a chance that he just considers that he needs it. Special K is going to pick up the magical boomerang here out of level 4.
Boomerangs are useful. Not as useful once you get the wand. But certainly there are a lot of strategies that involve digging, stunning a bunch of enemies all at the same time. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and use just one shot with a bomb or whatever.
Yeah, also useful when you're dealing with dig doggers.
Yes.
This 4 is proving pretty stingy for its Triforce.
Yeah. And the other thing with CJ is one of the things that Special K came out of this dungeon with was a bunch of keys. So that could also take him back to level 1.
I imagine with level 1 being nearby, that the decision to come to 6 first was probably based on the fact that 1 tends to gobble up keys.
Yep. Or I think this is the compass room. I recall it being in a Gliok room. And I do wonder if CJ left level 8. Because there was that. Yeah, I know, right? So that room, there was a room with a Patra in level 8 that could very well be the other stair item. And sometimes once you see a room that could be your second item, you
that
just
could
leave.
block you. You go from a 0% chance to being blocked to all of a sudden, okay, the last thing I want to do is clear 40 rooms and then still not get what I need.
All right, there's a Triforce at a level 4 for Special K.
Still didn't find the item in there though, and we still need the bow to finish the seed.
We do. Bow will not be in 9. I believe we're turning on the important items in 9 in the bracket round, but it is not on for the Swiss rounds. That is the last All Boards No Swords had the important items in 9 throughout, which certainly made for some interesting situations.
Thank you.
Right, Magic Boomerang. Yep, okay. That's right. We did see Magic Boomerang. Yeah, and just like Special K, CJ is getting a whole bunch of keys here. And there's the bombs plus for Special K. Yeah, and the good players will do. We watched how CJ used up his bombs, got him down to 4 before picking up that last. Before picking up the drop there.
I like how CJ tried to firebop through the Gibdos. That was like, oh yeah, I don't care.
You got a red ring. It's all good. I want to say the heart was pretty far south, pretty far away from the Triforce, though.
Yeah, if you get through this much, okay. So Special K is going to spend that money on his blue ring.
Yep. Doesn't know that there's one just sitting behind some Dudongos in level 3. May never go back to level 3.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have to worry about the bow being being like missing and chasing it down, then he shouldn't have to go with it.
Depends on where that bow is. I'm very suspicious of that patcher room that CJ saw in level 8, but we'll see.
It's true.
Yeah, Special K hasn't found level 8 yet.
With the increased bomb count, he might be more willing to go up to Death Mountain. It's very difficult to route Death Mountain into a Swordless Seed because your bombs are so much more valuable early on. But now he finally has enough resources that he can probably go up there and spend the bombs and not feel like he's taking a crapshoot.
Yeah, CJ is trying to get this item because he's nowhere. He has a kind of a path towards the Triforce, but hasn't gotten there yet. This should be the heart for CJ. If he had a webcam, he'd be holding up a little card that says "Gotta have heart."
It does give him access to if he finds mags, but like we said before, he doesn't really have a reason to dig the Overworld anymore.
Yeah.
Special K up to their 8 of heart. They are still digging the Overworld. I wouldn't be surprised if the other half of Death Mountain has the mags location. Either that or it's hidden behind
it's either blocked or it's in Death Mountain because I think we've seen everything else. CJ just stopped looking after he found level 8.
Yeah, CJ didn't check the top row of Death Mountain because he found level 8 in row 2.
And as much as it'd be nice to have the extra bombs, it just doesn't really make sense to prioritize picking up the magic sword bombs most of the time. Every once in a while, you'll get a seed where you get like a nasty blue wizard room that you have to clear, or a nasty blue darknet room where having the extra bombs really does help out. In which case, you might prioritize it a little bit more.
But that's also why we saw most of the runners holding on to their money for a while, because it's important to have that money if you find the bomb upgrade, especially if exactly. Any number between 2 and 6. Alright, well, that should be the Triforce for the 6 out of the chest.
Okay, yes, DJ's going to be done with 6.
Oh, no. Right, yeah. You gotta come from the bottom.
The shoot, he needs to... Funny enough, neither one got there from the correct side. CJ got a little less punished because he did not end up in the room where he had to kill things without a ladder to get through.
I will say that it felt like CJ was able to clear this a little bit faster just by face-taking a little bit more.
Yep. I mean, that red ring really will do that for you. Now, we'll see if... you gotta go to 1 next, and we'll see if he stays in 1. Like, unlike Special K, who did not. We're gonna save, and then where are we gonna go? We're gonna record her somewhere.
Oh, I wonder if he's...
Yeah, this is 1 again.
Okay.
He just might have wanted to save. Me, I'd want to have the health.
There's to leave level of that area. There's just a bunch of red whiz robes around. So
yeah, that's true. CJ's just gonna spend the key and get a key back. The ladder is at the bottom. And another key back. We need to go down. If you go straight and down, we'll get to the other item because the ladder is in a corridor stair. It's blocking the rest of the bottom right of the dungeon. Oh my god, more keys! More key usage! Oh, can't do this room. Well, maybe we can do this room. We can try. See if the red darkness have priority over the Pole's voice. They do?
You. Level 1 likes dropping an item on this screen. Oh, okay.
It's Power Bracelet. We don't care. We found all the things. But that bomb right there should tell CJ that's where the item is, because the only way that doesn't open is if there's a corridor staircase. So he's going to get his ladder. That Power Bracelet does nothing other than maybe unlock a magic sword upgrade.
But this unlocks the rest of it, everything but the bow for him. Yeah, it does mean that he doesn't have to come back here and look for a bow. Okay,
so what he's doing now is he wants the keys. And if he retries, he can get the keys, get back to 4 keys, and just use 1 key and be done. Since he knows he doesn't need that Power Bracelet, he's going to just come back here and so it's a really smart play to get your keys back.
Also, the keys in this seed are hyper expensive, so no.
Yes. 90 plus rupees either way. So, cost a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that was less than 30 seconds to swap that. It is also going to mean that he's going to have a faster time getting to that. Should be able to just continue from here, get back out to the door, and then whistle to the other side of the map.
But I think I think he's going to go ahead and get his wand first and just do it with the screen scroll. I think that's probably the fastest way from here. I mean, you could recorder over to level 5, but that's probably not faster. Special K is getting closer to his level 8, but still has to keep moving to the west. Yeah, if he goes east Death Mountain first, that would be unfortunate.
I think the take any route started us on East Death Mountain, so we don't have to go up there. Okay, this should be level 5 for Chester, which will get him right next to 4 and 7, which he can do in whichever order he so chooses. A couple different paths to get there, but our runners are both at 2 Triforces left, and it's really going to come down to which one of them is in the dungeon that has the bow at this point. Yep. And like if this were the Triforce, things could get really interesting, but let me, but yeah, the recorder, still unclear if we need it. And no to chat, this important items in 9 is not on in this flag set, so bow cannot be in 9. All right, there's our mags upgrade. It was just above where level 8 is. Yeah. Close enough to where level 8 is that if CJ had gone a little further, I imagine he might go back to pick those up at some point. He's not going to now. For me, I like to sometimes, what I'll do is mark that and save it for a point in time where I suddenly need bombs and just need a refill. Yeah, using your upgrades to get that full refill can be a big deal, especially when you have the dungeons that have a ton of wizrobes. The wizrobes being on the overworld this game actually kind of eases your mind because they're the only item that you're forced to kill with bombs. Yep. The item. They're the only monster. The only enemy. The wizrobes and of course the dongos, because but yeah, right. But they're normally killed with bombs. The only new enemy, I suppose. Okay, so Special K's got his Triforce out of 8, grabbed it immediately, and is going to try and dig through this dungeon to find the items now. Yep. Instead of trying to do it the other way. Yeah, he might be able to get the second item if it's behind that Patra that we saw on CJ's side.
But yeah, if it's not here, pretty standard to start. I mean, he might go 7 first just because he still doesn't have the Triforce. But there's a Triforce out of 4 for Chest Jerk. The temptation to go 3, 5, and then go back to 8 is certainly going to be strong. If it's not, well, I guess he's probably going to. He might find the other item here, though. We don't know yet.
He did see the item in 4. He just chose not to pick up the boomerang.
Yes.
Special K is getting the recorder, so yeah, Chester's should do 7 and see what comes out of it. If this is the bow, then he's good to go. Well...
Yeah, I think that bomb was I didn't want to see the Triforce that early. So does Special K have that? Like, that was like 1 room in.
He might. I don't... Did Special K... Yeah, but did Special K get that door open? Because...
He might not if it was a pure wet door.
Right.
So I don't know. That is a... Oh my god. Let's find the bomb hole time, which is worse in Swordless, because, yeah, I would just grab the Triforce, leave, and hope that a book shows up if I have to come back here.
Well, if Chester's grabbing the Triforce, that means that Chester needs to guess what dungeon he's going back to.
Yeah, I would go to 5, because you're right here, and 5's right here. And then my next choice would be 8, because of that, Okay, thank you, Freedom Fighter. I trust our trackers. And yeah, CJ is just gonna go right back into 5.
This could...
This is probably a transport? I mean, it's 5, so...
Okay, so this is the other part that CJ wasn't able to clear, is that Special K coming into this 8 is able to use this ladder to get the other side.
Yep.
And almost immediately finds the staircase.
And it's a useless raft. And the bow's in 5. There's a bow in 5. We never have to go back into 7. Well, Chester never has to go back into 7. Wasting a bomb on the bow.
Well, okay.
CJ, you can leave now.
Yeah, you can leave, CJ.
Maybe he wants to keep his health, I don't know. But with Red Ring, I'm not sure I'd be that worried about it. CJ, you have the Triforce out of here. Because...
Well, I mean, this is one of the things about starting with some Triforces, is that sometimes your brain's like, okay, I have to go back to 5 because I haven't picked that up yet.
Yep. Well, we can see the map. Yay. Oh, that's a cute map. CJ, you have the don't waste your key. Please don't waste your key. Hopefully this doesn't take too much longer. Now we're gonna kill a Patra for no reason. And we still have a key we can waste. Why isn't CJ headed to 9? That is a really good question. You have all your Triforce. He's got all his Triforce. We think he's forgotten. Oh, right. Special K never got the power bracelet out of 1. So it's a reasonable place to go first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's going to waste some keys for him.
1 and then probably 5 after 1.
Nah, I think 3 goes. I think he goes 3 before 5.
Oh yeah, he still could get the Red Ring out of 3.
Now he might choose. I mean, if he... All right, we're just gonna walk out of here. We could walk out of here, CJ. Just go to 9. Leave. There you go. There you go. Go to 9. All right, this is going to be the power bracelet in this room for Special K. Or maybe it's the next one. It's one of these two.
All right, now he's seen his tracker and he's like, oh, now he's seen his HUD and he's like, oh, right, I'm done. Let me go. Because this should be heading straight to 9.
I don't think Special K took a save after level 8, so he cannot reset that power bracelet away. Which is really more of a he can't reset his keys back.
But I do think he has the Triforce. I believe he got the Triforce out of 8 almost immediately when he walked in. He did. So he just has to find the 1 out of 7.
Which if he recorders to 4, will be easy because he'll walk down and the bomb hole will appear.
Yeah, that's.
If he recorders to 5,
okay, so he's going to record to 3 first.
3 first. Yeah. We're going to get the item out of here. Unfortunately, he's going to last located.
Hi, Ganon.
Oh, that was quick.
That's a 2-room Ganon.
And 2 shutter doors for Zelda to appear.
So as you can see, like Ganon's just taking regular damage from that wand attack, and the wand attack having its awesome hitbox can, it's
the wand is
a little bit better than the sword.
Yeah, I'd like a wand. I mean, to me, a wand Ganon is almost as good as a magic sword Ganon. It's definitely better than a white sword Ganon. It's obviously light years ahead of the
wood sword.
The wood sword.
Okay, no free princesses. Not yet, at least.
Here, maybe? Nope. Also, not a Dark Nut 9, so that's nice. Means we can kill everybody ranged. Not insignificant. And we didn't mention there are no hints in this flag set, just the community kind.
We didn't find the book today, but the book is an atlas. If we
use
that, it's probably a good chance it's actually hiding somewhere around here. So,
yeah. What do we have left? 1 item in 9, 1 item in 8, item in 7. So yeah, so 50-50 chance for each one of those things. Since we did see, no wait, we didn't see. We saw the other item in 8. It is the raft. So 1 item in 9, 2 items in 9, 1 item in 7. We're missing wood boomerang, any key, and book. 2 of those are useful. Wood boomerang is actually a very useful item in Swordless. Just it's more useful after. More useful before you have a wand and such things.
Yeah, if you find a wood boomerang at like the armor's item, you're ecstatic.
You're pretty happy,
because it gives you so much more access to things on the overworld and the ability to time a lot of candle kill shots.
All right, I think we Special K now knows that he has to do these dodongos to get to his item. He'll probably be a little less enthused by it since he's already bought the blue ring. But it does still half his damage again, so it's still useful.
Huh. This 9 seems like it is not playing very fair.
Yeah, I know. For as friendly as it started out, with Ganon being almost immediate. And there is the red ring for Special K. Now again, hopefully he recorders to 4 out of this. He's gonna grab this Triforce, I think, just for the refill.
Oh, really, Patra? Okay. This Patra might be the way through, but...
Could be.
It's not the princess itself.
And we got a key out of it, so that's not so bad. And that didn't pop. Alright. Recorder to 4, please. Okay, try. This is now going to recorder. Okay, no, we're fine.
Look, don't look at me for recorder math. I am terrible at recorder math.
Oh, no, this is 5. Oh, no. I mean, going and doing 5 is fine. You'll get him his bow. But it is going to make it harder for him. If he went to 4, he could walk down into level 7, and you would immediately see the bomb door.
Yes, this might make it much more difficult for him to find that Triforce in 7, but he might be able to work around to it too.
Yeah, if he could find a map, that would help him. I mean, basically what happened is, for CJ, because he did 4 and then walked down into level 5, it basically made it free.
Right.
Whereas Special K, I mean, doing that bomb hole is not necessarily a natural thing. Especially in Swordless, when bombs are at a premium.
Still no Ben. A lot of
This 9 kind of sucks.
well, at least the Vires are actually giving us the items that we want.
Yeah, well, when you can kill a Vire in one shot, and the Vires are pretty good about dropping bombs, and in the Swiss rounds they're always going to be 4 HP because we're not changing the HP. But yeah, and with Silver Hours we can always kill them outright, which is nice.
Yes.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate. Special K needs a map, like badly.
Well,
he's going to be
this upper corner of 7 is really kind of chunked into itself.
Yeah. So there was
yeah.
It's basically a find the bomb hole 7.
Yeah.
Which makes it really hard. Special K, you have silvers. These guys are just itching to give you bombs. Oh, there's the map. Okay. Okay, well, that helps. Might
it at least tells him there's a whole extra column above where he is that he didn't know
exactly.
About.
Has gotten a key back, so that's good. Here's a heart. That is magic bombs if he wants them. With one bomb, that actually wouldn't be an unreasonable play for him to go back and get those magic sword bombs. Just for the refill.
Yeah, if he can whistle to 8, scoop them up, and then come back down here for the actual dungeon.
Exactly. And there's Zelda! Finishing with an official race time of 1:02:07, which was good for 4th. Sci-Town with a blistering 44:45. Mako in 2nd is a 52:30, and Stun 3rd at a 59:51. So somebody dug 5 early. Or maybe dug 1 early.
Yeah, I'm sure if you find that ladder early, then
if you can get into 1 with some keys, then you're just really sitting pretty. And we have Chester joining us. GG's.
Thank you very much. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. But fairly straightforward. Bo wasn't too bad. The only question for you, was like, when were you going to get to level 1? And it was thought maybe you'd do it before 6, but like you need the try out of 6 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when you see someone finish and then you find the ladder, like, oh yeah, I should have done that thing first. Good call.
Yeah.
Finding, as much as I like heart, finding the heart in the stair in 6 kind of summed up the seed for me. So, yeah.
Well,
hey, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, luckily for you, Special K did that entire dig to find the heart as well.
Yep.
And you both were pretty even on that, but he did it without the red ring. He didn't find the red ring until you were already at 9.
Just a little bit ago.
I felt good about that red ring find. Finding that I have exactly enough bombs to kill the dig doggers, or the dongos rather.
Yep.
And then, I'm right next to start, so just save scum, and if there's nothing back there, then also, a red ring. I will take that. Thank you.
Yeah, I
But
questioned your choice to reset the any roads, and then when you went into 3 with exactly enough bombs to do the dongos to get your item, it worked out really well. And unfortunately for Special K, you see how he just found the compass and just got the Triforce. He didn't get the pirouetted bomb hole that you got that made level 7 free. At least the Triforce.
Yeah, and I mean, I bombed and burned that Triforce thing. I could have had that half an hour ago, but
Yep.
And also seeing that after somebody finished, there's no reason to dig the 7. The odds of an item, an important item in the 7 when somebody finishes in 44 minutes is incredibly low.
Yep. I mean, Saitown's a good player, but yeah.
I know someone who got the ladder and won a lot earlier, and it wasn't me.
You did get to 8 first. I was a little surprised you stayed in there as long as you did. I think it's it's digging out there once you got the recorder. I think, I wonder. I bet no recorder for those earlier finishes too.
I feel like 8's the one you. I feel like 8's the one you bailed on as soon as you saw the Patra could have been an item blocking thing.
Yes, that is correct. I saw a ladder blocking one way, a dig dogger block the other way, or a dig dogger or a Patra rather. A Patra could block a staircase possibly. And I think I had 1 key, and I had 3 key doors to try. And I was like, yeah, no. I mean, and finding the recorder, I knew I can come back if need be. So that made that decision a little bit easier. But as far as I know, the recorder was not required at all.
Not that it mattered, but the magic sword bombs are like the next screen that you would have bombed past level 8.
That's pretty funny because I realized I was 1 bomb short and trying to get a 10 count, and a red Octorok decided to commit what into my flame
like
to
they do
my 10 count. Yeah, that may he burn in peace, I guess.
All right, Special K is into his Ganon fight.
Yeah, and we now know that there was a book and an any key somewhere in this dungeon. Any key would have been a nice find early, but the game said no. Keys were somewhat at a premium.
Yeah, I mean, I bought 2, I think.
At least 2. Yeah.
I definitely thought about it earlier when I found 5 money things and had max money. And I should have bought a key 8 years ago. So I could actually pick up some of these secrets.
Well, we also didn't see a key for a good 30 minutes in the seed. Yeah. And then it was 95 for the first key.
Yeah, for the
the other one was 90. The other one was 90.
It was 92? Yeah, they're both in the 90s.
Yeah. And then with max money and not buying a ring, I mean, I would have liked a bomb upgrade, an actual bomb upgrade. Yeah, I never saw one.
Yeah, it's always funny though. It's always funny though in these flags when the bombs plus shows up as your white sword item because, what usually happens for me when the bombs plus show up as my white sword item is I find it before I can pick it up as a white sword item, so I just write it off as the magic sword item.
Yeah, you find it with 3 hearts. Yeah, it's just
exactly.
This is nothing. Yeah, whatever. I'll come back later, maybe. But I had 7, so I could. I did think about should I check it? Wait, does that match? No, I better check. Yeah, and luckily I was right.
Yeah, and hopefully, I don't know if you're looking at the restream right now, but you see the beautiful job the T Sigma did taking my badly pictured bombs plus from the last tournament and put them into a viewable item to make it very clear when we're playing Swordless. So
it's so beautiful,
isn't it? Mm-hmm. Huge shout outs to T Sigma for doing that for us.
For sure.
Yeah, and then of course when you did go back to, I mean the ordering actually worked out pretty well in the end though, because you go back to 1, you get your ladder, and then you go to 4, and I mean you get the boomerang isn't exactly what you want to find, but it wasn't like it was a free Triforce either. And then the bomb hole that you managed to open up into 7, and I'm not digging this. And then finally, and there's Special K finishing up with an official race time of 1:08:38.
I left him Special K's route through this 9.
Yeah, he did not have to dig through. He did not have to find the magic bomb hole that Ganon had. He just went north and found a magic staircase right to her.
Yeah. I mean, 9 does 9 things.
Why didn't I do that?
What
a great idea.
Can't help you.
Obviously, the answer is just take the ladder or take the staircase that goes to the princess.
Stairs. Yep.
Amazing. I always waffle in between whether I say, do I take staircases? Do I not take staircases? Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I didn't this time. I probably should have. Oh well.
No. At least there was no silver hunt, so that's
true.
Well,
True.
Special K finishes up in 5th place, right behind Success Jerk with a 108.38, and he's now in the booth with us.
GG's.
Oh, but he's muted.
Yeah, gotta unmute.
There we go.
Hey, GG's.
Thank you.
GG, Special K.
GG, Chest Shark.
We made a good race for the restream, so it's all good.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Or you did. we did. You did the hard work. Yeah, it was a little unfortunate, Special K, when you didn't walk down to level 7 from level 4. I was so hoping that you would recorder to 4 instead of 5, so you could walk down and just find the bomb hole that took you right to the Triforce.
Yeah, that and searching through, taking the extra pass through 6, 2 passes through 6 to get the heart container, which I appreciated, wasn't necessary though, but those 2 things were the only thing that felt bad about this. Otherwise, other than some slow starting and forgetting that we had starting Triforces for a little bit, I have no complaints with what I did.
Oh yeah, that's the question for you, Chester. You stayed in 5 a little bit longer after your bow.
Yeah, I forgot. I know. I remembered eventually. I don't know if anyone saw me on my I whacked myself in the head for that one. So that was my bad.
Because you also did that in 2, but we just assumed in 2 you were looking for extra keys.
I was. Yeah, I definitely feel like going a few, especially since I had seen 1 in 20 minutes. That I feel like that going a few extra, because knowing 2 never generally has keys, and going a few extra rooms felt like, especially after finding the red candle. Yep. A decent weapon. But then all the land mo's like, yeah, okay, I'm over it. So yeah.
You hadn't gotten your red ring yet, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Special K you actually got to the red candle first and to the silver arrows first, so did allow you to do a little bit more. But I think part of the problem was you both spent a lot of time in 6. But CJ had the red ring when he went through 6, and you didn't. So it definitely made that dungeon more difficult to traverse with the 2 heart Gibdos and whatnot.
Yeah, you both had very equal progress, just the opposite progress. Special K had all the defense and the mobility, and Special K got to the ladder first, got to the wand first, got to the red candle first, but was still, trying to dodge Wizrobe shooting at him every time he came out the screen.
Not gonna lie, I definitely would have traded the defense for the offense, I think.
And I probably would have accepted that trade, because that's why I bought Blue Ring. I knew I needed. Normally, I don't prioritize Blue Ring and Swordless because you need offense.
Bomb upgrades.
But I saw no bomb upgrades, and I had max money. I still had 2 large secrets, so I'm like, yes, I can buy the Blue Ring just in case the red ring, because I'm going to need it for Ganon. So then I found the red ring, but so it was all good.
I was praying the armor's item wasn't the ladder, because if I find that at 25 minutes, then I really whack myself in the head, like, why?
Yeah, I mean...
why did you do that? So,
actually,
it wasn't.
When you get to the Armos item at, about 25 minutes, and it's silvers and you haven't bought arrows, I think that actually is one of the rare times it feels pretty good to have gotten there.
That felt okay.
Yes. Yeah.
It definitely, if it's a good item but not an immediately useful item, I definitely don't feel too bad about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it in non-swords, if it's a white sword or
if it is
a red candle before you find a candle, you feel bad about that. It's just there was no reason for you to wait that long.
Yep,
but sometimes it works out okay. Did I even see an arrow shop? Yeah, I did. I saw an arrow shop at the very end. I think that was the cheap key shop and the cheap bait shop. But
the cheap quote unquote key shop. Yeah, you bought bait, but that didn't end up mattering at all. So
I kind of regretted it right away. It's like I probably should have bought another key instead. But in the end, I mean, I knew I had one big secret, and I knew I had skipped like 5 secrets, so I knew I could go get money if I actually needed to. 40
rupees in the mid secret makes for a lot of money. I love the 40 rupee mid secret.
And 9 rupee bombs, it's there. Yeah. The seed was pretty forgiving in some aspects. Just don't take 6. Hashtag never 6. That's I don't know. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
Special K
we
can
never
say
saw the
hashtag
map.
never 7.
We never did see the map to 6 either.
Yeah, I didn't. I feel like I didn't see a whole lot of maps. I mean, I saw
we
the map
saw
of
1, 5,
I saw 3.
And 3.
Yeah, 3 was that weird segment that one.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I never
the
saw
segment
4.
hadn't. I think the segment might have had the heart, but everything else important. I was gonna say everything important, but I
Yeah.
can't say that with CJ in
Yeah, right.
everything else.
I got the one in
was
5
in the-
late.
Yep.
I never dug 7 because I just took the Triforce.
Yeah, I
never
did get
saw,
7.
I never saw 8. Yeah, I would have liked to
I
see the
got
map
7.
of 9. Map of 9 would have been interesting.
But 9 would have been nice. Imagine,
Or if
imagine finding
if you're like me, and you spend 8 minutes in 9 instead of 3 and just go the right way, it'd be
I
better.
mean, the book was in there somewhere.
Yeah. I
It would
have
help.
at least. Let me see. I took 3 transports, so yeah, I found 2 other possible staircases. So I may have just skipped the book, but by that time it was a bit too late.
The book is nice until it's better to find. I personally prefer, especially in Swordless, to find the maps. I kind of begrudgingly pick up the books because it's too valuable. But and I'm one of the least. I don't mind wand flames as much as a lot of people because there's some enemies that they actually are really nice for. But Patras and Darknuts having to kill them with the wand with fire is not fun.
No.
Patras in particular.
You gotta learn the tech. You gotta learn to shoot the wand and then face away so the wand fire goes behind you. That's the tech.
Yep. All right. Well, I imagine. I know both of you are quite the. I know Special K. You play Swordless even when it's not Swordless. CJ, you were a finalist in the last one of these tournaments, so I imagine you'll both be entering.
I was. Yes, I do remember that. Like it was last year. Wait a minute. 2 years ago.
You need to win one more game because I was supposed to call game 5.
Yeah, I know. I'll work on it. But yes, I will be joining for sure. Yes.
I could tell you last week I played the seed where the only sword I ever saw was the white sword in a dungeon that I picked up, and that delighted me to no end. That I didn't see the wood sword, I didn't see mags, and through candle and bomb work, I got a sword, and that was all that I saw. So yes, I will be playing Swordless.
Awesome. Well, good. We'll be looking forward to seeing you both. But yeah, anything else anyone wants to add before we go ahead and close things out?
Ladder. No, thank you both for commentary, of course. And who was on tracking tonight? I don't even know.
We had Freedom Fighter doing a great
Freedom
job on
Fighter?
the tracking.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm sure you all did an absolutely magnificent job. And Special K, always a pleasure. I'm sure I will see you in the tournament. Thank you very much.
Always GG. Thank you. Thanks for the complimentary stream. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you both for volunteering to be on. And that'll be a full one. The signups, we're still working on a few details before the signups actually become live, but that will happen soon. So if you're waiting on that, it is going to happen. The tournament is going to start shortly after AGDQ is over, so that everybody can enjoy that before worrying about tournaments and stuff. So we are fast approaching at the start of this thing. And Rhino, it was a pleasure doing comms with you. It's been a pleasure working with you on this tournament, and we'll hope to do some more.
Yes, it is. We'll see everybody around soon. Keep your eye out on the Speed Gate or on the Zelda 1 Discord to sign up for the tournament. Like we said, it'll be about a week and a half or so from now. Right after.
Yeah, it might be sooner. I don't want to. Hopefully, it's sooner.
Right. Yeah. We're getting. A lot
there.
has to do with the Perry algorithm that we're using. So.
All right, but yeah, that is going to do it for us. Also, a huge shout out to Freedom Fighter. Thank you so much for coming in and tracking for us. You don't want us doing it while we're trying to talk, so a huge help to have you there. But that is going to do it for us. With the rest of this month, we are going to be doing the Swordless flags. With the last week is actually we're going to have qualifiers that are. Don't be scared of the word qualifier. Everybody gets in. This is just for seeding. So the last race will be part of that series of games. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you hopefully next week.
Have a good night, friends.